was a man from Ironbark who struck the Sydney town. He wandered over street and park, he wandered up and down. He loitered here, he loitered there, till he was like to drop. Until at last, in sheer despair, he sought a barber's shop. "Ere, shave my beard and whiskers off, I'll be a man of mark. I'll go and do the Sydney toff back home in Ironbark." The barber man was small and flash, like barbers mostly are. He wore a striking fancy sash and smoked a huge cigar. He was humorous of note and keen on repartee. He laid out the odds and kept a tote, whatever that may be. And when he saw our friend arrive, he whispered, "Here's a lark, just watch me catch 'em all alive," this man from Ironbark. There were some gilded youths that sat along the barber's wall. Their eyes were dull, their heads were flat, they had no brains at all. To them the barber passed a wink, his dexter eyelids shut. "I'll make this bloomin' yokel think his bloomin' throat is cut." And as he soaped and rubs it in, he made a rude remark. "Suppose the flats is pretty green up there in Ironbark." A grunt was all the reply he got. He shaved the bushman's chin, then made the water boiling hot and dipped the razor in. He raised his hand, his brow grew black, he paused a while to gloat, then slashed the red hot razor back across his victim's throat. Upon the newly shaven skin it left a livid mark. No doubt it fairly took him in, the man from Ironbark. He fetched a wild up-country yell, might wake the dead to hear. Although his throat he knew full well was cut from ear to ear. He struggled gamely to his feet and faced his murderous foe. "You dog, you dummy! One hit before I go! I only wish I had a knife, you blessed murdering shark! But you'll remember all your life, the man from Ironbark." He lifted up his hairy paw and with one tremendous clap, it landed on the barber's jaw and knocked the barber out. He set to work with nail and tooth, he made the place a wreck, then grabbed the nearest gilded youth and tried to break his neck, and all around his throat he held to save his vital spark. "And murder, bloody murder!" yelled the man from Ironbark. A peeler man heard the din and came in to see the show. He tried to run the bushman in, but he refused to go. And when at last the barber spoke, he said, "'Twas all in fun. 'Twas just a little harmless joke, a trifle overdone. A joke, by George, that's fine, a lively sort of lark. I'd like to catch that murdering swine some night in Ironbark." And all around the shearing floor, the listening shearers gape. He tells the story o'er and o'er and brags of his escape. Then barber chaps what keeps tote. "By George, I've had enough. One tried to cut my bloomin' throat, but thank the Lord it's tough." And whether he's believed or no, there's one thing to remark. The flowing beards are all the go way up in Ironbark.